Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over some technical analysis on Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. Also going to take a look at the market overall, the S&P 500. We'll take a look at that. Getting more and more nasty. We're going to look at some key levels of support moving forward on the S&P and kind of go from there. But first of all, Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. We're going to take a look at it. So currently finding some pretty solid support around the 22-cent mark. We are still in a bearish pattern currently on the MACD 180-day 4-hour. Not a whole lot of volume, still at about fair value, and on the RSI indicator. So it seems like we're bouncing pretty consistent off of that 22-cent mark, and hit as high as I think about 23 and some change today. But again, not a whole lot of movement. So we could just kind of poke our head to 25, fall down to 22, poke our head to 25, fall down to 22. 22 overall is your level of support. If we fall below there, you're looking at 20 cents. And then the red SMA line, you're looking to stay above about 15. So your first level of resistance is 25, and then from there, a little over 28 cents, about 28.5 cents. And then of course, 34.5 to 35. So I'd love to see us continue to move higher and test that 28-cent mark, or maybe bust through there and then get to 30 and try to get above 34.5, or even if we get rejected at 34.5, it kind of sets us up for a little pullback and then spring to the top. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see what happens from here. I think people are waiting to see what happens from the annual shareholder meeting, which is coming up fairly soon. They did send an email out today encouraging people to go ahead and vote for the proxy votes that were sent out. And most of you probably have already voted, and so have I. So I didn't need to go back and re-vote. But if you did not, then you could just go down there and click on this button here, because most of you have your shares through a broker like TD Ameritrade or Fidelity or something like that. If you have it directly through the company, then you can vote through here, or you can call in at this phone number here and place your votes there. So the annual shareholder meeting coming up fairly soon, roughly about 2-3 weeks, I think. So on June the 8th. So let's take a look at that calendar here. We're here, so 1, 2, 3 Wednesdays from now, we're going to have the annual shareholder meeting. So don't know if they're going to release anything prior to that. If they do, you want to look at the SEC website, kind of keep an eye on the filings, because if they have any type of material information that they're going to release, they have to file it through the SEC as well. So if anyone catches that prior to the announcement, if they can blast that out on StockTwits, on our YouTube channel page, on the Facebook page, everything like that. Again, also guys, if you haven't joined the Zion Oil and Gas Investor Facebook group, make sure that you do that. Okay, go ahead and type that into Facebook, join the group. It's where we post articles. People talk about things that are going on in Zion Oil and Gas, or talking about, hey, I'm buying more, hey, I'm buying at these levels, that level, and some people with some actual oil experience will kind of put their feedback in on there. So it's just another outlet to kind of keep up with what's going on with Zion Oil and Gas. So that's all for ZNOG on this video. I didn't buy any more this week. I'm going to take a look maybe next week. And especially if it just stays where it's at, right? So if it stays at about 20 to 22 cents right before the annual meeting, I'm going to go ahead and nibble and buy some more, and kind of go from there, because I already have a decent amount of shares. Let's take a look at the overall markets though and see exactly what in the world is going on here. VIX Central, we're going to look at the VIX and take a look at what we got going on. So currently the VIX is actually not that high considering the volatility that we've had. Currently at about 29. You want to see that thing down to about 20 in order to kind of feel kind of decent about having your money into the market, because it kind of shows where it shows like some stability. Okay, shows that people have kind of made up their mind on, are we going up, are we coming down, and things like that. We can take the fear and greed index. Second here. Currently the fear and greed index, we're in extreme fear. Okay, so for me guys, I bought some more stuff today. I've been nibbling on the way down, and for me, as an extreme fear, Okay, it tells me that people are going to be coming in and buying this up right here at these levels and pushing this lever back at minimum to neutral. Okay, minimum to neutral for a short-term basis, to where this makes for a decent short-term swing play opportunity on some stocks, I'm thinking. I can tell you, man, Tesla, this is crazy. As much crap as it's going through right now, it's just getting beat up. And as hard as it falls down, just remember, off of good news, it can shoot back up just as fast, but just be cautious. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. I want to look at the S&P 500 and kind of go from there. All right, guys, taking a look at the S&P 500 on the 180-day 4-hour time frame. We hit yet another low for this time frame again, down to 38.10, and I'm going to show you why I think that this is such a crucial level here in a second. Okay, as far as for a long-term perspective, we are still trading below that red SMA line, and to get to about 43.13 in order for us to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable about the market. So we're currently in a bearish pattern for the 180-day 4-hour time frame. First level of resistance 40.26, 41.95, and 43.14 for this 4-hour time frame. But I want to look at the overall in the yearly chart, like we've been looking at recently on the S&P 500. We're going to look at the COVID crash to now, and we're going to take a look at some key support and resistance levels that we have to keep in mind. So 21.91.86 all the way to 48.18.62. And right now, this is a critical level of support for the S&P 500. Okay, we're at 38.15. 38.15 is your support. Actually, we fell a little bit below that to 38.10, and then finished up a little bit higher. But we want to stay above 3,800. I've been saying that 3,800, in my opinion, was going to be at least a short-term bottom. If we do break below that, then you're looking at potential 3,500, which is a significant drop from where we were just, back in what, January. Okay, at 48.18. That's a huge drop. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens coming in on Monday. So 3,800. Watch that level of support. From there, you're looking at 3,500. And then eventually, guys, there's going to be some type of bottom. Something's got to give to where we start pushing back up and we have some type of rally. Okay, it could just be a little relief rally, short-term, temporary. But overall, we have to, again, nothing just goes down forever. Okay, we've been hit from, all the way back on March 28th, March 29th. Okay, that was, whenever we started really this bearish pattern of going straight down, and now we're almost at the end of May. Okay, we could see some bleeding out for the remainder of May, but I'm expecting that sometime in the summer we could get some type of temporary relief rally and push up higher to the upside, or at least I'm hoping. Okay, all right, guys, well, that's all I got for you in this video. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, catch you in the next one. Have a great weekend.